Good morning, students. Again, I am here with a new video of this chapter, electric potential and capacitance. In this chapter, we are going to see what is capacitance or what can be the electrical capacitance of a conductor. Suppose this is a conductor. Here, conductor means a piece of metal that can store some amount of charge on its surface. An isolated conductor means this conductor is not connected to any other entity. Suppose some amount of charge given to the conductor and that charge is spread over its surface, and due to presence of this charge on the surface of conductor, the conductor acquires some electrostatic potential. And if radius of this conductor is suppose spherical and radius of the conductor is suppose r, then potential on its surface is going to be k q divided by r. Suppose radius of the spherical conductor is remaining constant, it means charge given to the conductor q is going to be directly proportional to electrostatic potential on its surface. But it means charge given to a conductor increases potential on its surface. It means whatever amount of charge is given to the conductor, that spreads over its surface and potential on the surface of conductor will increase. If we use a proportionality constant, we can write Q is equal to C into V. This C is called capacitance of the conductor. Capacitance of a conductor basically means its ability to store or to hold the electric charge on its surface. Means any conductor can store some amount of electric charge on its surface. So charge storing capacity of the conductor is called capacitance. Now, how we can define this quantity capacitance? So if we solve this, C is going to be amount of charge given to the conductor Q divided by V. If we write V is equal to 1 volt or V is equal to unit, in that condition capacitance of the conductor C is numerically equal to the amount of charge Q. So what can be the capacitance of a conductor? So that amount of charge which can increase the potential on the surface of a conductor by unity or by unit amount, that amount of charge is called capacitance of the conductor. So this can be formula to calculate capacitance of a conductor, and capacitance can be defined. So students, we can define capacitance of a conductor in another way: charge required to increase the potential of the conductor by unit amount is called its capacitance. In this formula you can see if V is equal to 1, then C is going to be equal to Q. Means if Q amount of charge given to the conductor increases potential on its surface by 1 volt, in SI system unit of potential is volt, then that amount of charge Q is going to be equal to capacitance of that conductor, and that is denoted by C. Now what can be the unit of capacitance? So as you have seen, capacitance of the conductor is given as C is equal to charge given to the conductor Q divided by potential on its surface. So what can be SI unit of the capacitance? If we put SI unit of charge, that is 1 coulomb, divided by SI unit of potential, that is 1 volt. So SI unit of the capacitance is going to be coulomb volt inverse, and that expressed as farad. So farad is the SI unit of capacitance of a conductor, and notation of the unit is F. So what can be the definition of 1 farad capacitance of a conductor? If 1 coulomb charge given to a conductor increases potential on its surface by 1 volt, then its capacitance is 1 farad. So this way we can define SI unit of the capacitance, that is 1 farad. Now after SI unit of the capacitance, what can be its CGS unit? The CGS unit of capacitance is stat farad. As we have defined CGS units of charge, potential difference, etc. as stat coulomb and stat volt. Similarly, CGS unit of capacitance is stat farad. 1 stat farad is equal to 1 stat coulomb by 1 stat volt. So as we know, what is the relation between SI unit and CGS unit of the quantities? 1 coulomb is equal to 3 into 10 to the power 9 stat coulomb, and 1 volt is equal to 1 by 300 stat volt. So if we solve this, we are going to get 1 farad is equal to 9 into 10 to the power 11 stat farad. This is the relation between SI unit of the capacitance and CGS unit of the capacitance. So students, after unit of capacitance, what can be the dimensions of the capacitance, or what can be dimensional formula of capacitance? So capacitance is 1 coulomb divided by 1 volt in SI system. Coulomb divided by volt, and we can write volt as joule per coulomb. As you have seen in the previous chapter, potential or potential difference is work done per unit charge. So charge itself divided by work per unit charge. So what can be the formula for capacitance? It's going to be coulomb square divided by joule. Coulomb into coulomb, coulomb square divided by joule. So what is the dimensional formula for coulomb square? As you know, we can write charge as product of current and time. So dimensional formula of coulomb square is E square T square divided by dimensional formula of work, that is joule, M L square T to power minus 2. So if we solve, the dimensional formula of capacitance is going to be M inverse L to power minus 2 T to power 4 E square. This would be the dimensional formula of capacitance of a conductor. Students, in the previous part of the video, we have seen what can be the capacitance of a conductor. Suppose a conductor is spherical. What can be its capacitance, and on what factors its capacitance will depend? You see, if this is a conductor of radius r, suppose q amount of charge given to the conductor, and that charge is positive, and the charge is spread over the surface of the conductor uniformly. Now what can be the value of potential on its surface? Value of potential on the surface of the conductor, as you have seen in the previous videos, potential on the surface of a spherical conductor is going to be V equals 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. If the medium around the conductor is air, in that condition this is electrostatic constant, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught multiplied by Q divided by R. Now what can be the capacitance of this conductor? So as we have seen in the previous part of the video, capacitance C is equal to charge divided by potential on the surface of the conductor. So capacitance can be written Q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught R. So Q cancels, and capacitance of the spherical conductor is going to be 4 pi epsilon naught into R. From this formula you can see capacitance of a spherical conductor is directly proportional to its radius. Means if larger is the conductor, its capacitance will be more. Students, using the formula for the capacitance of a spherical conductor, we are going to calculate what can be the radius of a conductor whose capacitance is 1 farad. Capacitance of the conductor is 1 farad. So by the formula of capacitance, you know C is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught into radius of the conductor. If we solve for radius, R is going to be capacitance divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. So if we calculate this value, radius of the conductor is going to be value of the constant 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, that is 9 into 10 to power 9 multiplied by capacitance, that is 1 farad. The radius of the conductor is going to be 9 into 10 to power 6 kilometer. And this radius of the conductor is about 1500 times the radius of the earth, that is 6400 kilometer. So you can imagine the size of the unit farad is very large. For normal conductors, we cannot use unit of capacitance as farad. So most commonly used units of capacitance are either microfarad, that is 10 to power minus 6 farad, or nanofarad, that is 10 to power minus 9 farad, or picofarad, that is 10 to power minus 12 farad. In most of the cases of the ordinary conductors or capacitors, we use unit of capacitance as microfarad, nanofarad, or picofarad. So that is why unit farad is very large for the measurement of capacitance of any conductor or the capacitors. So students, using the same formula for the capacitance of a spherical conductor, if we calculate what can be the capacitance of the whole earth, assuming earth to be a spherical conductor. So as we know, the radius of the earth is 6400 kilometer, or that we can write 6.4 into 10 to power 6 meter. What can be capacitance of the earth? By the formula C equals 4 pi epsilon naught into R. The value of 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by 9 into 10 to power 9 multiplied by radius 6.4 into 10 to power 6. After calculation, you will get the value of the capacitance of earth is going to be 0.711 into 10 to power minus 3 farad, or that can be written 711 into 10 to power minus 6 farad. So the capacitance of the whole earth is about 711 microfarad. So students, you can imagine farad is a very large unit of the capacitance. If the whole earth has capacitance just 711 microfarad. What can be the factors which decide the capacitance of a conductor? So students, the size of the conductor, as you have seen in the case of spherical conductor, capacitance of the conductor C is directly proportional to its radius. So size of a conductor going to be directly proportional to its capacitance. Second thing, the nature of the medium present around the conductor. The presence of a medium in the nearby space of the conductor going to decrease the value of the potential if its dielectric constant is more than dielectric constant of the air. In that condition, potential around the conductor decreases so that its capacitance will increase by the relation C equals Q divided by V. By any mean, if V is decreasing, capacitance of the conductor will increase. Third factor, the presence of any other conductor will affect the value of the potential on the surface of the conductor, and its presence can change the capacitance of the conductor. So these are the three factors which decide the capacitance of any conductor or any isolated conductor.